This is day one. This is opening day of Trader Joe's in North Hollywood. This is Karen. Woo!
Democratic pigs! All of you! That man harassed me for not wearing a...
So you just saw there a Karen in a Trader Joe's in North Hollywood having an absolute freak out over the prospect of having to wear a mask. Now, I want to show you all the full interaction because I think it gives us a little bit more context, and then we'll be back to talk about it.
This is day one. This is opening day of Trader Joe's in North Hollywood. This is Karen. Woo!
Democratic pigs! All of you! That man harassed me for not wearing a mask. I have a breathing problem. My doctor would not let me wear a mask. So anyone harassing me to wear a mask, you guys are violating federal law. Do you get that? Get that on camera.
So you can see there Trader Joe's Karen claiming that she has a doctor's note, that she has a respiratory disease, and so those Trader Joe's workers are violating federal law by not allowing her to shop at Trader Joe's because she's wearing a mask. Now, of course, this is absurd on multiple levels. Not only is it the case that even if she did have a doctor's note, and even if a doctor was claiming that, oh, she doesn't have to wear a mask, it would not be a violation of federal law for those workers to say that you can't enter a store because you're not wearing a mask, right? Stores are allowed to put in the rules in place that they can, they can put in place whatever rules they may like. Now, nonetheless, though, there is a doctor here on Twitter to break it down for us. This is a legitimate doctor here explaining why this is nonsense. And then after this, I'm going to show you all a scientific experiment to prove why this is sort of nonsense here. But this is from a doctor here. You can see this Trader Joe's Karen is lying. No real doctor would tell a patient not to wear a mask during COVID-19. Even those with asthma or various kinds of, sort of chronic pulmonary diseases and other respiratory conditions, they should all wear a mask in public because it won't interfere with your breathing. It will save lives. This is a really, really important point. It will save lives. I'm going to repeat that one more time. It will save lives. So it doesn't matter, if you're a little bit uncomfortable. It doesn't matter if it maybe itches a little bit. It doesn't matter if it fogs up your glasses a little bit. It might make you feel a little bit uncomfortable here, but we are talking about saving lives. We are talking about saving the lives of our fellow Americans, our fellow citizens, and fellow people indeed across the world because, of course, as we've seen, the virus can spread around the world. So this is a major, and it's just something we have to do, guys. It's just something we have to do. Look, do I necessarily love walking around wearing a mask? No, of course not. And no one really does, right? I mean, I'm sure there's a few people who, absolutely love it. I don't necessarily like wearing a mask, but I know I've got to do it. I was shopping at Target today and I had to go, I had to wear a mask and I wore a mask and yeah, I didn't love it, but I had to do it. So I said that I wanted to show you all a scientific experiment because there's a lot of people right now running around claiming that, oh, well, wearing a mask obstructs your oxygen, it obstructs your breathing. There was some people in Palm Beach in Florida claiming, at a conference meeting or whatever, a city council meeting, claiming that it obstructs God's sort of breathing system. And so this is something that is a problem. Well, there's been a number of people sort of conducting scientific experiments testing this hypothesis, right? Because if the claim is that it obstructs the breathing system and that it, prevents you from, sort of inhaling the proper amounts of oxygen, then you should be able to test that by measuring blood oxygen levels, right? Like if that's the claim, then the result should be that by wearing a mask, your blood oxygen levels should go down. So I want to show you a clip of a nurse, like a legitimate registered nurse conducting this experiment for you all to watch. All right, here's the clip.
Hi, my name is Jay. I'm a registered nurse. I'm also a human who has a respiratory system. I'm wearing this pulse oximetry sensor to measure my oxygen saturation in my blood, or oxygen diffusion. I'm wearing a procedural mask, and I'm at the end of a 12-hour shift, so I've been wearing this mask pretty much consistently for 12 hours. As you can see, my oxygen saturation is 100% out of 100. I'm speaking at length with this mask. My oxygen is not changing. I'm on room air. That's one mask. I now have two surgical masks on. Oxygen saturation is back in my baseline of 97, 98, up to 100. Two masks on. Jason again, still have the pulse oximetry sensor on. Oxygen saturation, 100% with a good waveform. Clearly this is not impeding gas exchange. 3 surgical masks. I do not feel short of breath. 100%.
So you can see there a legitimate nurse showing you that not just with one mask, not just with two masks, but with three masks, it really doesn't even affect your blood oxygen levels. So this really is an issue of comfort. It really is an issue of, well, I don't really like how the mask makes me look. I don't really like the fact that it fogs up my glasses. I don't really like the way that it makes me sort of itch a little bit. I don't really like the fact that I constantly feel like I have to adjust it because it feels a little bit weird. No, this is about saving lives. That's what this boils down to. This isn't an issue of, oh, well, I'm getting lightheaded. I might pass out because I'm losing a little bit of oxygen. No, this is about you feeling uncomfortable in your mask and you don't really want to do it. And so you're not willing to take the minimal sacrifice, the little tiny little bit of sacrifice to sacrifice for your country, to sacrifice for America in order to keep people safe and keep people healthy. Because by the way, I want to point out one other thing I want to point out here for this video. There's a lot of people running around. In fact, we saw it even in the Palm Beach City Council meeting, one man claiming that he would die for this country, that he loves this country, and that he's so sad to see, these requirements to wear a mask. Let me tell you something right now. There's a lot of people running around claiming that they would die for this country, but then they don't want to wear a mask. Do you realize how contradictory and how hypocritical of a claim that is? You're saying that you would die for this country, but you're not even willing to wear a mask for this country? Pfft. Man, I doubt it. I doubt you would actually die for this country. I doubt you would actually be willing to sacrifice anything for this country if you're not willing to wear a measly little mask while walking around in public. And by the way, you don't even have to go out in public. No one is telling you that you have to go shopping at the grocery store, because you could have it sort of ordered into you in most places, right? Like, no one is telling you that you even have to do these things. No one said that you had to go shop at a grocery store. No one said that you had to go to Trader Joe's. No one said that you had to go to Target. That was your choice. That was your choice to go to those stores. You can stay in. You don't have to go out. But no, you said you had to go out, and then now you're upset that, oh, well, I have to wear a mask. Come on, man. That is the slightest, most littlest inconvenience ever, and you're claiming that, oh, well, I would die for this country because I love America. No. You know what you love? You love freedom in America, when freedom is defined as allowing you to do the thing that you want to do whenever you want it. You love the privileges that America affords you, but you're not willing to do any kind of corresponding sacrifices which it takes to get this privilege. Damn it, I'm clearly getting worked up here because I'm legitimately so mad at all these people claiming that they're true Americans, but then whenever they're asked to sacrifice, whenever America asks for them to do something in return for all the privileges that they've been afforded their entire life, no matter who it is, then suddenly they run off and they get afraid. God damn it makes me mad. It makes me so mad to see people like that, to say, oh, I'm a true American. Look how American I am. But then every single time this country asks for any kind of sacrifice, the measliest little sacrifice, maybe it's a few more cents in taxes, maybe it's you have to wear a mask. Suddenly they run off and they're scared and they're not willing to sacrifice anything. But oh, they'd be willing to die for this country. Man, it's ridiculous, the stuff that we're seeing from some people out there. So wear your goddamn mask. That's how I'm going to end this video. Wear your mask. All right, guys, that's the video. If you liked it, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the like button for me and then consider subscribing if you thought it was any good. All right, we'll see you all in the next one.